For activity number one, for the operating systems, you'll be doing a process tree and file system structure. So basically, this is the problem specification. As you can see here, meron po akong dalawang items lang na kailangan po natin gawin by pair. The first one is gagawa po tayo ng process tree katulad ng illustration below to illustrate the work process that you are currently situated in. So ibig sabihin, kung saan ka nagtatrabaho ngayon. So 'di ba, meron kang ginagawang trabaho, you have processes relative to the position or the designation you are in. So gawan mo siya ng process tree. Pero since you'll be working with your partner, I'm expecting na dalawang process trees yung ilalagay po natin. Depending kung ano po yung ginagawa mo na trabaho for your specific job. In the event naman na hindi ka nagtatrabaho, mag-isip ka na lang hypothetically ng isang work process na gusto mong maging work eventually. Yan, yun po yung gagawin mo ng process tree. Pero kung solo ka, syempre isang process tree lang po yung expect ko. For item number 2 naman, you have to make a file system structure for the files being managed specifically under your group or department. Yan, katulad nito, example, this might be applicable for a university or college, di ba? So, nakalagay dito yung root directory. Say, for example, yung root directory natin, Trimex Colleges. And then, may category like the students and the faculty. In under the students, andun yung mga pangalan ng mga specific names of the students. Say, for example, under ng computer engineering department. And then we have your the list or the names of the faculty members, 'di ba? For each of the faculty, maybe kailangang i-indicate what are the courses being handled by that professor. Example, for Engineer Caldo, hinahandle natin ay CPE 223, yung operating systems. And then may mga papers, may mga grants. So say for example, the papers, mga research publications, grants can be say for example, funded by DOST, funded by CHED and so on. And then committee involvement. Say for example, you're part of the ICPEP, the IEEE and so on. So pwede mo po siyang ilagay. This is just an example. Pero again, ang gagawin mo na file system structure is relative to your specific group or department kung saan ka nagtatrabaho. Again, if you're not yet working, yung sa hypothetical na inimagine mo na work na gagawin mo, mag-imagine ka rin ng specific group or department na maybe doon ka belonging. So, in-expect ko po, if tayo po ay by pair, so syempre, dalawang process trees at dalawang file system structures yung i-create po natin. And then dun sa part 2, syempre dun mo na ilalagay yung hinihingi ko na mga illustrations and diagrams. And then pwede mo rin po siyang lagyan ng explanation. I would appreciate if you could put some explanation regarding to what you've created, yung process tree at saka yung file system structure. And then of course, you provide the conclusion, a paragraph that concludes the activity relative to the set objectives. And you have to follow the required file naming convention. Again, one member of the pair lang po ang kailangan mag-submit. Make sure lang po na nakalagay dito yung pictures ng dalawang students and their names para ma-recognize ko po yung kanilang submission. Please follow the format strictly kasi kapag may mga problem tayo in the spaces, may mga extra pages po, hindi tayo nag-follow ng file naming convention, may minus points po yon. So that's it for our activity number 1. For activity number 2, ganun din, you'll be working by pair. Pero this time, this is more of a research lang naman. Activity number 2 is related to the CPU scheduling algorithms. Yan, yung part 1 po natin for the problem specification, may question po dito, are these scheduling algorithms preemptive or non-preemptive? So you have to explain. Letter A, first come first serve. Letter B, shortest job next. Letter C, round robin. So ang gagawin mo, suggestion ko to, you have to make a table. Pwede kang gumawa ng diagram for you to explain your answer. Pwede kang gumamit ng IPO. IPO is input, process, output. So, pwede kang gumawa ng chart. Meron kang column for the input, column for the process, column for the output. And then, pwede ka rin gumawa ng flow chart. Again, you have to follow the symbols that you have to observe kapag naggagawa po tayo ng flowchart. Pwede rin naman po na block diagram or pseudocode. Pseudocode is basically combination of English and mathematical operators. Parang nililay down mo lang yung steps. Are also recommended for you to explain the differences, 'di ba? Kung kaya mo gumawa ng compare and contrast, pros and cons, i-table mo, I would appreciate that. Para ma-explain mo yung concept on the scheduling algorithm. So ganun din, you have to put your answers on the problem specified and put the necessary illustrations, figures, diagrams, and tables. Since you'll be working by pair, hindi naman po kailangan na yung dalawang estudyante ay gagawa pa ng separate for this one. So i-summarize nyo na lang po yung output na ginawa ng kapartner mo. So para solid na summary lang yung makikita ko doon sa report po natin. Then again, conclude lang po natin yung activity and follow the file naming convention. Thank you.